And guys, today we've been playing Fortnite, and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever new videos, and hit that thumbs up button. Now I'm gonna get back to playing. Oh gosh, no, I'm at Tilted Towers. That today, in Money
Okay guys, so this is, I've played Frostnite quite a bit, and I've learned some things, so just a few tips on how to make your gameplay a little bit better. And farming is the most important thing you do in this part, because you basically walk into this with no loot. These are some of the places you can go to get some stuff. The helicopter, which is really close to your base. It's basically your base is between the barn and the helicopter. So if you see the barn, look at your base, and then on the other side of that, it's probably really close to the helicopter. The barn actually has a kind of a secret in it too. If you walk in the barn, there's just a bunch of bales of hay in there, but in the back right corner, you'll see some wooden stairs. Okay, this is wave 2. So wave 1 and 2, really no big deal. I mean, just you shouldn't have any problem with that. But again, if you go in the barn, in the back right corner, you'll see some stairs going up like to a loft. Bust through those and go down, and there's loot down there. Pretty good stuff too. In even when you go down to the first level, bust down again, and there'll be something below that too. That's important because there's usually a safe down there. I think one time I saw a chest. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but most of the time it's a safe, and there's usually really good crafting stuff in there. You can downcraft now. I've been doing it with my gas traps. You can craft. I got mine maxed out, but you can tell Fortnite to craft it as a 4-star. And you don't have to have 5-star materials. You can, because the 5-star materials are very rare. I don't think I've ever seen efficient mechanical parts. And getting 30 of them to start making like level 5 weapons is a bit impossible. Especially, no farther than I've been. In this game, this match right here, we go 35 minutes. I've gone 45 minutes. 45 minutes, is, from what I understand, is pretty good. Professionals go an hour and a half. These are guys that play 80 hours a week. I don't do that. That's a place down there. Down in the little cubby hole at the very bottom, usually there's a chest in there. Okay, there's where the loot drops are. See that at the E, at east? This little loot bot crate. That's what it looks like on your map. So I let them have that one, so I come over here and get this one. It's a big red balloon. It's hard to miss it. But that's what it looks like on your map. So when you see it, just run toward that, and you'll eventually get there. You're gonna get a lot of weapons, a lot of melee weapons. Recycle them for materials. Craft your stuff. Stuff that you've worked on, because it's usually not very powerful anyway. It's not worth the trouble. This is me sharing resources with people. The guy just kind of runs off like he doesn't really know what I'm doing. I guess because a lot of people don't share. But once I realized he ran off, I said, I'm going to take that active power cell back and craft my own weapons. You have to have an active power cell to craft weapons. But traps are of paramount importance. If you aren't crafting your traps or laying traps, and you're just trying to shoot everything, you won't get very far. And I've had some really weird builds lately. I just get in there, and as I'm farming, I come back, and they've built this base, and they all look different. And the one tonight, got 45 minutes. That's better. I think that's the best I've ever done. 44 was my record before that, but we went a full 45 minutes. It was actually over like 45, 20 or something like that. This is me laying flame grill traps. You can use defenders. You can lay a defender thing and summon a defender to help you, and that's an option. I don't really know why more people don't do that. But anyway, probably because it really doesn't make that big a difference. There's not enough to craft really good weapons. You can give them a junk weapon you just pick up from a loot drop, but that's not really going to do that much damage. It's not worth the effort. Plus, they're going to take some of your ammo. And ammo is hard to come by. If you get like a porta-fort, throw it, like if there's like a little sliver of ground where they have to walk through to get to you, throw it right there. Make them bust through it, slow them down, anything. So, I was playing last night pretty late with a couple of guys, 3 guys, and we worked together. We talked to each other. We pooled our resources. Every time I went farming for materials and resources, I came back and I just dropped them there. And I shared them with the constructor because I'm an enforcer. Jingle Jess enforcer. I'm constantly having the most combat totals out of anybody in the group. I mean, there's soldiers, all kinds of stuff. She has, and that's right there's why. The Teddy and the drones will just tear stuff up. I've got them all maxed out. They can't be better. I don't know if the Teddy can do more damage than it does with any different setup in the game. You're just going to put up with really junk weapons in the beginning. This is 12 minutes in. There are crumpuses. They're like smashers, but they're glowing blue. They're kind of a cross between a smasher and a boss, and they're usually like out on the perimeters, just out in the middle of nowhere. You'll just see them out there. They're just like, I don't know. They feel like look like they're in pain or breathing heavy. If you go out there, you get close enough, they'll charge you. If you can kill it, you get all kinds of good loot and blue glow, which is what you need. This is at 19 minutes. Usually around the 20-minute mark, stuff really starts to get serious. And it's nothing you couldn't handle if you had your, if I had all my resources that I've collected in-game and not have them taken away from me, I might be able to solo this for 30 minutes. However, if I had time to build, it would be pretty easy. That's the thing. You don't have time. What you need to do is, in the beginning, if you have a group, you need to designate at least 2 people to be out farming. And the other 2 people be back at base building, laying traps, and just defending in the first 2 waves. Because the first 2 waves, seriously, it's no problem to solo them. Last time when I first played, I was like, the first wave would be coming through, and I'd go, "Hurry, guys, come back, hurry!" But because I thought, oh no, they're out goofing off, and I'm gonna sit here and get wrecked. But it was no big deal. I mean, throw a Teddy down and a couple of drones, wave 1 and 2. It's gonna just destroy that wave. So, first 2 waves, you're good. Go out, and if you have gas traps, farm for the stuff that you need to make those gas traps. Have somebody else farm for, if you have your spiked floor spikes maxed out and perks up to all legendary, tell everybody that. Say, look, I've got this and I can craft it at level 4. I need this, this, and this. I need sturdy mechanical parts. If you find those, we're going to dump them. I need it. If you're doing gas traps, you need bacon, and you need what was the other thing you need? Oh, the fibrous herbs. You need that. And here's the boss. This is the problem right here. Sometimes we are totally ill-equipped to handle this. Look at that damage. And you can put all your effort to kill this guy, which we did. But if you take too long, all the other little husks are going to get in behind you, and you're going to have a hard time taking care of them, once you've neglected them for, let's say, 30, 40 seconds. That's a long time in this game. You give these husks 30, 40 seconds, they're going to be all over you. That's when a good team really comes in handy. Walls, not for anything other than just to slow them down. Again, these builds we've been going on. This game, the way I've always handled it is the way I handled, what's that mission? Retrieve the data. So you build a box around it, and you put floors all around it, and then all of a sudden you build angled, just like that right there, angled pieces and a floor launcher underneath it. So when the floor launcher goes off, it throws them backwards. It gets them away from it. I'm beginning to think that's not the best build for this. It probably is, but it just seems like that you can't. That's not all you can do. You need kill boxes. You need to build a 2x3, or just a 2x2. If that's all you got space for, you can do the 2x2. And wall launchers that throw back into the box, and have like wall dynamos, gas traps, floor spikes, everything that you can possibly put in there. So when this lull where it's like counting down to the next wave, get your supply drop. Take just a second to gather your inventory or to recycle stuff that you don't want. And Malachite, I haven't used Malachite in so long. Get everything you might need, and take an inventory like, okay, I need this, this, and this. So I can craft 2 weapons right now. I can craft my Grave Digger and my Super Shredder. I've got a lot of traps, but I'm not going to use these traps. We are already past the point in the game where these traps, the green traps, and even most of the blue ones, are going to be of any use to you, basically.
Materials or crafting supplies.
Talking in game.
Might have what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ask people if they need anything, because I probably got something they need. Excuse me. Well, I've been up a long time playing this today. I've had some really good games, and I've had some games where I thought, man, this game's going to go 12, 13 minutes, and it's going to be over. Just because the build was so dumb, it seemed like. But we got 30 minutes, 35 minutes into it. But it's just a lot of shooting. There's got to be a way to build a... And I know how I'd do it if I had the materials. But build it...
I've got 2 sturdy mechanical parts. I could probably use them.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to get a rocket launcher now. If I had the materials, if I had the time, time is, you just don't have it. See, it's already coming back in again. Wave 7. It's you don't have time to do anything. Just press a button, start crafting something, and by the time I was really surprised that when this got done crafting, I was actually paying attention to that, because it's very likely that thing finished crafting, and I wouldn't realize it till the next time I opened my inventory, like to see what I needed to craft something with, which I'm not doing during the wave. Yeah. Those mist monsters are the ones that get me. They get me all the time. Now, notice the bombs that they're standing up. That's when somebody called down their, I forget what it's called. When the soldier, you can, or, just the bombs. It's just the gadget. The bomb gadget. They called it down to destroy stuff, and when it hit the snow, it just went inert. Same thing with rocket launchers. If you shoot and miss and hits the snow, it's not like hitting the ground near them, it'll blow up, throw them back. It just won't do anything, because the snow like extinguishes it, I guess. So you actually have to hit your target. So if you're thinking about what gadgets you want before you come in the game, you should probably have your drones and your adrenaline rush, because that's going to save you from going out. You're going to take damage in this game. It's just a foregone conclusion. And that'll hit. See right there, I'm just getting smashed. So, and now here I'm trapped in here now. I'm the last one that's alive right now. I've got to stay alive so everybody else will be revived. So we made it. But now I'm trapped in there, so I had to build a door and get out. See, they just wreck it. It's all gone. The angled things that are going to throw them up, gone. But that's what we have a constructor for. I would do it, but it seems like they want to do their own thing. The constructors do, and that's fine with me. They're probably better than I am.
Two supply drops over here.
Yeah, it seems like you get in some games, like people don't even worry about farming. They just want to get somewhere to shoot somebody. I think it's mostly little kids. I've played with a lot of little kids today, and you can tell they you can tell they just don't understand this concept. They just want to build walls. There's no, you know, I get lost in some of the labyrinths that they create. You've got, you at least have to get out. I mean, I went farming, and that's when I came back. This is like the wave 1 or 2. I thought there's this huge wall around the base, and I thought I don't even know how to get in here. So I had to like build up and jump over, and even then it was just a bunch of floors and walls built. There was no traps on it at all. I guess they were kind of just laying the foundation for when they were able to have the traps on. They just couldn't do it yet. Yeah, if you're not a great shot, aim for the wall behind the person, but don't aim for the ground. In the snow, don't do that because it won't go off. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just in awe of how long we can get this game going. I might fall here, I can't remember. See, I don't have any blue glow. Well, there's one guy there at 7. Yeah. Once again. 36 minutes. Totally respectable. Yeah. I think we failed this. It's like seconds. Yep. That was it. So, anyway, hope this helps, guys. Got any questions? Leave a comment. I'll do my best. Take it easy.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click the profile picture in the upper left-hand corner to subscribe and join Team Mookie. Check out our other playlist videos. I'll see you soon.